On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York,
and we are underway from Cincinnati.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hood complete to Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. Hood. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Hiking 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready, right?
Throwing on first down. Hood, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Timberwolf.
Back to throw. Hood. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Off play action. Hood is going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Ford. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Once more with Ford. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Cooper from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better too. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, it's 4. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now it's Watson.
He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Big Lion. Street.
They'll try the left side. It's Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Operating from the gun. Hood. Going for the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Let's go now.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Go.
Mixing up the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown! Charlie Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They run with Ford. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is Ford. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with 4. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
On the set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show them.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Second down and 3.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Nixon will try the right side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hood. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Hood. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off the play fake. Hood. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go.
A handoff running left. Mixon dances by him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Hood is complete to Jones. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
on first down. Hood. He finds his man. Complete. That's Alexander. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a first and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw on second down. Hood over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Watson's throw into the hands of Turner.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hey, 31!
Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Okay, final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll get a little bit back. Give him 5 on the run. And they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here we go.
3rd down and 13. Off play action. Hood. And he is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw. Hood.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hood. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
On 1st down, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. York now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Cup 19.
To throw on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Off the play fake. Hood. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Watson looks to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Chains on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now they'll shift things around. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Hood. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. On 1st and 10, Hood. He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He played well last week, had the pick 6. Around the football again. Couldn't quite come up with the interception, though.
Didn't get that one, but you just know that that's what he's itching for, and that's what the whole team's itching for. I know the night before games, a lot of them show video of the best plays of the previous week. His pick 6, guaranteed, was on that. Good memories for him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And now time is a giant issue. That would have been important to maybe get you into Hail Mary range. But this defense is certainly going to make it tough, and that's going to fall incomplete.
Watson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Racing to the end zone. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the Bengals, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.